Welcome to our channel. Today we how to set up Databricks Lakehouse for Spark ETL workflows step by step clearly. Start by logging into your Databricks account. Navigate to the workspace where you want to create your lakehouse. Click on Create in the top menu and select Cluster. Fill in the configuration details for your cluster, including the name, type, and runtime version. Adjust the auto-scaling settings if necessary. Click Create Cluster and wait for the cluster to start. Once the cluster is running, go to the Workspace section. Select Create again and choose Notebook. Name your notebook and ensure it's linked to the cluster you just created. In the notebook, start by initializing a Spark session. Use the following command to do this, from pyspark.sql import Spark session. Create a new Spark session by using Spark equals Spark session.builder.appname, lakehouse etl.get or create. Next, begin by loading your data into the lakehouse. You can use the Spark.read functionality, specifying the data source type. For instance, to load a CSV file, use data equals spark.read.csv, path/to/your/file.csv, header equals true. Once your data is loaded, perform transformation operations as needed. Use data frame operations to filter, group, or aggregate your data. For example, to filter the data, use filtered_data equals data.filter, data, column_name, value. After transforming your data, you can write it back to the lakehouse. Use the write method to save the data in the desired format, such as Parquet. An example command is filtered_data.write.mode, overwrite.parquet, path/to/save/location. To validate your ETL process, read the data back into a new data frame. Use the same spark.read method for this verification step. Finally, run the notebook to execute your Spark ETL workflow. Monitor the cluster and job status in the Databricks interface for any issues. Once successful, you've set up a Databricks Lakehouse for Spark ETL workflows. If the page does not load, refresh the browser or try again in a private or incognito window. Make sure you are using the correct email address, then retype it carefully to avoid small typos. If your password is not accepted, use the reset option and create a new strong password you can remember. Check your spam folder for verification or security emails. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more step-by-step tech guides.